Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm KT Terry. I'm the active older adult coordinator for the Columbia North and Stephen Klein YMCA. How was your weekend? I hope it was fantastic, and I also hope you got some exercise. Testimony. Check it out. Your time is coming, so hold tight and do what you gotta do. It'll be alright. Nobody knows the story better than me. Sometimes you got to tarry, you gotta break free and get it in your mind. You're gonna make it this time. Don't let nobody tell you that you win anymore if they're not for you. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the couch. This is the Columbia North YMCA program, and I'm so happy to see you as always. And as always, you know the first thing I ask you when we come on board, did you get that exercise this weekend? No excuses. It was a perfect weekend to go out there and work that body. I actually went to the park and I went around that art museum after we got past all the hoopla with all the work they're doing there. I had a nice run and it felt so good. So I hope you got some exercise too. As always, we're going to go right into the event so we can let you know what's going on around town so you can get involved and have something to do and have some fun. Well, first, let's talk about the Soul Fitness Expo that's taking place Saturday, May the 13th. And that's going to be at the Wells Fargo Center, 3600 and South Broad Street. That's going to start at 11 a.m. and that's $10. Then we have the Methodist Hospital Annual Health Expo, 2301 South Broad Street, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and that's taking place June the 3rd. And we also have Juneteenth event that's taking place at the African American Museum. That's for the whole entire family. You're going to have great fun there. And it starts at noon until 8 p.m. and they're going to start off actually with the parade. So make sure you get involved in that. That's very cultural and it's very beautiful. But everybody's invited to that one. So come on and take advantage of that. I also want to mention that the wellness retreat that is taking place on May the 19th to the 21st, which is a YMCA function. It's going to be in the Poconos. Anyone that's actually going to that, you need to get in contact with me, KT, at 215-235-6440 to let me know so that I can put your name on the bus. The bus up and back is free, but I need to have your name on that list. Otherwise, you'll be paying and have to drive or you'll be in bad luck. So make sure you get in contact with me and let me know that you want to get on that bus. All right? And let's see, is there anything else that I need to mention? One more thing. Make sure you pick up your AOA newsletter for this month. Some good things going on, okay? This entire month for the movie time, we're having concerts, all right? So the concert today, since the day is Wednesday, is every Wednesday this month. Today is Santana, all right? Then next week is going to be Bobby Womack. Third week, Frankie Beverly. Last week, Roy Ayers. Come on up, party with us, have a great time, all right? Without further ado, as you know, we always have interesting guests come up. And today, I am introducing Miss Wanda Mitchell, and she is the Director of Community Relations for PCA. Well, welcome, Wanda. Hi, Wanda.
Hi, KT.
How you doing?
It's good to see you.
Looking all sunshine. Did you get your exercise this weekend?
I did, yes. I
Really?
even got it yesterday.
I
Walked
love
around
it.
the track, felt good, nice cool breeze.
That's what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
indeed.
All right. So tell me, what is PCA?
PCA is the Philadelphia Corporation for Aging.
Okay.
It was established in 1973. It's a nationally recognized area agency on aging. And it really helps seniors 60 plus, 60 and older, really wanting to help them stay in their homes.
Excellent.
We're about, optimum health and really independence and productivity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what PCA. We also do assessments. We have service coordination, really to assist seniors to remain in their home.
Now, can you tell us some of the programs that you actually have for the senior citizens?
Definitely. First and foremost, I want to bring your attention to senior centers.
Okay.
And PCA actually owns two of them, the Southwest Senior Center in
Really?
West Philadelphia, Southwest
Where is
Philadelphia.
it located?
That is on Elm Street.
Okay.
I do have the address for you. I can
Okay.
get that for you. And then also we have the Older Adult Sunshine Center.
Is that on Broad Street?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Now, the Southwest Senior Center, as I mentioned, is 6916 Elmwood Avenue. And also Older Adult Sunshine Center is 137 South 58th Street.
Okay.
So those two, we have one in West and one in Southwest.
Now, question for you. You said the PCA owns those.
But
How
we
does
have,
that differ from any other senior citizen?
I was getting ready to say, we have so many senior centers in Philadelphia that subcontract with PCA.
Right.
But those are the two that I mentioned that PCA owns.
Okay. Are there like different programs or functions that take place in those two specifically?
Oh, correct, yes. And I always say, I mean, you hear people say, you see one senior center, you only see one senior center, because there are no cookie cutter senior centers.
I hear you.
You have trips, you have computer classes,
Mhm.
dancing, art workshops, you have current event workshops. So there's a plethora of activities throughout the different senior centers.
Okay. Okay.
And you can call and PCA, you can identify what area you're located,
Mhm.
but you can even go online and just see what senior centers are in your area.
Okay.
But you're not limited just because you're in that particular area. Because you're in Northwest, say you might want to see a friend in West, and both of you can go to a senior center.
Now, is there a certain membership requirement for PCA, or how does it actually work? How does one get involved?
If you're interested in going to a senior center, you can go and have someone take you on a tour. Now, they ask for a nominal fee, particularly for meals, because you get lunch there.
Right.
Sometimes you might even have a light continental breakfast, depending on the senior center and their format.
Mhm.
But it's really a nominal fee. You don't really ask. There's some maybe that ask for membership fees, some do not. So like I said, it really depends on the particular senior center.
Now, do you have to be a member of the PCA in order to be a member of one of
No,
the
not at
senior
all.
centers?
No, not at all. This is very independent of PCA.
Okay.
So you can go into the senior center and take and participate in all of those activities, but you don't have to be coordinated or a member of Philadelphia Corporation for Aging. No.
Now, how does one become a member of PCA though?
When you say become a member,
Is
really
there a
you're
membership
no.
situation?
Let-
Okay.
So really with PCA, oftentimes people may need long-term care services. And as I mentioned, we really want to keep that person in their home and in the
Right.
community.
Right.
So what would happen, you can call our helpline 215-765-9040, and you can ask to have a family member or yourself to receive an assessment.
Okay.
And that's when you would receive the determination or level of care.
Okay.
And from there, they determine what services you may need.
Okay.
So that's about keeping that consumer, and then they might receive caregiver support,
Mhm.
or they could receive long-term care services in our service coordination department. So when you say membership, it's not that, it's really about the type of services that you need to
Okay.
remain in your home and in the community.
Okay, that's important
Yes.
to know.
Yes.
Yeah, because I thought there had to be a membership also. I mean, I'm not a senior citizen,
Right.
yet, but as a coordinator for them,
Mhm.
I was confused as to, well, do you have to be a member of
Okay.
PCA in order to get these services, or how does it work?
Right.
But you just clarified
Okay,
that for me, and I
good.
appreciate
Good.
that.
And really, for any question that someone has,
Mhm.
have them call that helpline number 215-765-9040, and they can get their questions answered.
That's excellent. Now, I understand also that I get your emails often, your website sends
Yes.
me information,
Yes,
and you guys are involved in a lot.
we are.
Yeah, even the legality or the politics of changes that have to do with senior citizens.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm seeing that a lot also. Can you tell us, you do presentations a lot
Mhm.
also,
Yes,
in different functions
yes,
and classes there.
Yes.
Can you give me at least one function or special project that you guys actually sponsored
Okay.
that was very beneficial?
Okay. One that we just did,
Mhm.
April 8th, we partnered with the Coalition Against Hunger, and we participated in the Walk Against Hunger.
Excellent.
And, it was so nice because staff, employees get involved and family members, and actually this was a new venue at the Lincoln Financial Field.
Really?
Yes, and we came out, and really the Walk Against Hunger represents being able to provide meals for our seniors.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is such a problem and issue
Really?
in Philadelphia. There's a lot of folks that don't receive meals. And so being able to raise funds
Mhm.
so that seniors would benefit from having meals in Philadelphia is so important.
Hmm.
So yes, this is an ongoing issue, and by partnering with the Coalition Against Hunger and PCA participating in the Walk Against Hunger, funds, were raised. So that's
Wow. What do you think precipitates that problem? What's the cause?
That's a good question. Our seniors in Philadelphia are, oftentimes isolated.
Mm.
Family members are not present.
Right.
And, if someone is living alone, or if a family member is, may come and visit periodically, but they live in another state or are not visiting, people become frail or ill, and still wanting them to remain in their homes.
Mhm.
Oftentimes they're not eating the way that they should. They're not
Mhm.
receiving the nutrition. And that's the benefit of PCA with the
Right.
home delivered meals.
Right.
You're able to get home delivered meals. You're assessed to determine your need.
Do you help them with SNAP? I would think that they can get food from.
Well, we do partner with Benefits Data Trust, and they go through and assess them and determine what their need is.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And there's another thing also. Do you guys get a lot of situations where seniors are depressed?
Mhm. There are some. And, that's the benefit of the senior centers that I mentioned
Right,
earlier.
right.
Because it really helps with the senior socialization.
Mm-hmm.
So if they get out the house, they're meeting other seniors like themselves that, are perhaps living alone
Mm-hmm.
or interested in current events and want to be able to dialogue about that, or have computer classes and learning,
Mhm.
maybe doing a dance, dance class or
Mhm.
workshop, art workshop. So it's really about networking, coming together,
Right.
and realizing that they don't have to be isolated,
Right.
and that they can combat the
Right.
depression. We do have counselors
Mhm.
and coordinators at the senior centers,
Okay.
so they can address as well if
Mhm.
if there's a senior that perhaps has depression. And the benefit also is if a senior has been attending a senior center for some time,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden now
Right.
is absent, they will
Exactly.
reach out to them
Right.
and find out what's going on.
Excellent.
So someone
Right.
is caring about you.
Do you guys also collaborate with the home health care individuals that handle these seniors?
We do have home health agencies. There's a lot of them out there now in the community. We don't endorse any particular one,
Right.
but we know that there is a need, particularly with seniors maybe needing some type of personal care or home care,
Mhm.
skilled care.
Right.
We know that many of the home health agencies are out there.
Now, what would you say is the biggest challenge for your the social workers there
Mhm.
with the seniors? What is the biggest challenge PCA has, period,
Mhm.
with helping the seniors in any capacity?
Right. Well, the number one challenge with PCA is funding, because there are so many seniors. I mean, we service more than 100,000 seniors a year.
Mm.
And with that, we receive funding from the lottery.
Mhm.
We are the state, really the state that receives lottery funding to assist seniors. Oftentimes you find that lottery funding is used for education,
Mhm.
and we receive state funding.
Right.
And with all that's going on, with the state, we just are kind of maintaining at the same level,
Mhm.
when, because of the different needs and the different issues, funding is always needed.
Yep.
It's always needed to
Yeah.
assist. And that's something that PCA has done, now we're 40 plus years,
Mm.
So I would say that is one of the primary challenges
Yeah.
is the funding.
Maybe PCA should have went out to the NFL when they had all that big stuff out there and see if they could have got something from
How
them.
about
'Cause I know
that?
they're making billions.
Isn't that the truth?
You know?
Isn't that the truth? But you just think about, here we had the NFL draft, but then we talk about our seniors.
Exactly.
So,
Seniors and the education system
Mhm.
together. You know what I'm saying? They
Our
seem to be
vulnerable
getting the short end
population.
of the stick.
yeah.
But that's another show altogether, guys. Tell us about the lunch voucher. How do they get the lunch
The
vouchers?
produce
And-
voucher,
yeah,
okay. That program usually begins in the summer months, June and July, and they're for seniors 60 plus,
Yeah. Mhm.
and they can receive it. PCA will start as well this summer. They can come down to PCA 642 North Broad Street, right near Broad and Wallace, and we will be distributing the vouchers. They receive $20. They will receive 4 $5 vouchers.
Mhm.
And they can also go to different senior centers. Once again, they can call the senior centers, and sometimes they have them at senior apartment buildings.
Okay.
Last year, we had a initiative with Houses of Worship. So they are at different locations in Philadelphia. They can use them at identified produce markets.
Okay.
And they
Oh,
have to, and they have to be used by the end of November.
Okay.
By the end of November, but they're, that's another way
Right.
to ensure that our seniors are benefiting and getting nutrition.
Absolutely.
With those vouchers.
Yeah. Now, I saw something, I don't know if the time has passed or not, but you guys are getting ready for a big gala, some kind of anniversary for, I don't know if it's AARP or...
You might be talking about our emergency fund luncheon. Our
Tell
emergency
us about
fund,
that, 'cause...
Our emergency fund luncheon, once again, is a fundraiser
Mhm.
for to be able to raise funds. We have an emergency fund that helps those in need, needing meals,
Right.
but also with fuel, heating the home in the
Mhm.
winter times. We receive a lot of calls for that. We may have clothing, just some of those things that a senior
Right.
really does need. And that will be June 15th. That's actually at the Hilton on City Avenue. So we're excited about that because once again, it brings focus to an issue that PCA is really concerned
That's
about.
excellent.
Mhm.
And I definitely want that flyer so that I can send it out to the seniors, so they will know about that. But one more time, can you look at the camera and tell them when, where that is, and if there's a cost for those to come in to
Okay, that
put money
sounds
to it?
good.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone, the emergency fund luncheon is at the Hilton Hotel on City Avenue. That's June 15th. And
What time?
tickets, time 11:30 to 2:30 p.m., 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Tickets, if you are 60 and under, are $50. And if you are above 60, they are $40. And it's really, once again, to raise funds for our emergency fund. And if you're interested in more information, the number is 215-765-9000-5345.
Fantastic. And before we go, tell us a little bit about Miss Wanda Mitchell. How you got involved in PCA? What is your
Ooh.
background?
Okay. I started with PCA in 1998. So I have been there about 18 and a half years.
Wow.
And actually, this position is my fourth position.
Oh, wow.
I started out as a care manager supervisor, dealing with our care management and service coordination department. Then I served as a trainer for several years, and then served in the program management department as an assistant director. So worked with the prize, that's with our state health insurance program, and also senior companion program, and that's an awesome program because it really is peer-to-peer. We talked about that socialization and not having our seniors isolated. This allows seniors who are 55 and older to provide companionship to those who are 60 and older. So it's nice because it's peer-to-peer.
Very nice.
And then we also, I've even managed the in-home support program. And that's a little different. We talked about long-term care, this is the type of program where it's brief intervention. So you may have someone who fractured an ankle or a hip or something, and they don't need services more than 6 months.
Okay.
And it's actually out of 5 senior centers in the Philadelphia area. So you have Center in the Park in the northwest area, Klein Life in the northeast, North City Congress right down the street for North Philly. You have Lutheran Children and Family Services out of West Philadelphia, Senior Community Center, and also St. Charles with Catholic Health Care, and that's in South Philly. And out of those senior centers, if you feel that you need brief intervention, you can call there and ask for the in-home support program. So I used to manage that as well. And then just recently started as the Director of Community Relations.
And how do you like that position?
I do. I feel that as an administrator, oftentimes you kind of lose contact with people.
Good point.
This allows me to touch people
get in the trenches.
and get in the trenches in the community.
Absolutely.
So I'm really happy to have been able to be in this position.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you have given us a plethora of information, and we appreciate you coming. So now I'm going to close it out with asking something like this.
Okay.
Tell us something about Wanda Mitchell that no one else knows.
Oh my. No one else knows. I'm pretty much transparent.
Okay.
So that might be a hard one, but I tell you, I do like to sing a lot. I like the jingles on the commercials, and I just love to sing and dance.
You got a favorite commercial?
Oh my goodness, now that's a good one, KT. Oh wow, sometimes you know which one I like?
Which one?
It's the cereal commercial when the dads and the daughters are dancing.
I like that too.
I love that
That's
because
awesome.
It's about family and they're having a good time with the dads. That's what I like.
That's awesome. You know which one I like? I like the one with the guy. It's a little guy, but he sings very well. They shrink him anyway. He sounds like Prince.
Really?
Yeah, he sounds just like Prince,
Okay.
and he's singing. I forgot even what it was about. He's so busy singing, you know. But it was really funny because he's a midget, and he sings like Prince.
Oh my goodness!
It's really, really funny.
I have to look for that one.
But again, Wanda, we want to thank you so much. This is Wanda Mitchell from PCA. She is Community Relations Director, and we look forward to the work that PCA does. Fantastic work. And also that fundraising gala, guys, if you get the opportunity, going out and let's help these senior citizens to eat and to live. And with that, we're going to say, make sure you take care of body, mind, and spirit. Peace.
Show the door.